Yeah.
Oh. Hi, everyone. What is today?
Today is Wednesday, Kim.
Happy Wednesday. I am really tired. I'm hella tired. I'm hella sleepy. So today I'm going to act like Roovie today.
Mind you, I just recently had a blood sugar drop, so it's not like I feel like I'm all together either.
So hello, everyone. Hi.
Kim.
Happy hump day. I hope everybody's week is going great so far. What do you want to say to the people? Today I'm you. I'm mellow today. Go ahead.
I'm happy it's Wednesday. It's 2 more days left in the week. Hi, Vanessa.
Hey, Vanessa.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, girl.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you wrote the topic, right?
That's
what we talking
correct.
about? All right. So really quick, and
Should you talk about your exes? And that was brought on by.
Oh, that's what we talking about.
Oh my gosh.
We're not doing the Kanye social media thing?
Didn't you say that was a Kanye topic? Like Kanye, what was it? You said Kanye went in on somebody?
The social media thing about should we remove the likes?
Reading is fundamental. You know that, right? Don't do this. Don't do this.
I said, you
lack professionalism.
So we're doing the exes.
Is that not what I just said? I said what I said.
The energy today? Not today.
Oh, okay. Not today. That's exactly what you left on my desk, too.
And Ben. So, the topic for today is, all right, so 2 weeks ago, last week, Kanye had, he posted on his social media where he was going off on Nick Cannon, Drake, and somebody else. I don't remember. And I think it was just Nick Cannon, Drake. Okay. Anyway, so he was upset because whenever these individuals have interviews, they tend to talk about Kim Kardashian. And, he went off on that. And he was like, I'm sick of y'all, yes, you had a relationship with my wife. Yes, that was in the past. Please, moving forward, I need you to keep my wife's name out your mouth. So, I told Roovie we need to talk about that. Like, we want y'all opinion. And how do you guys feel like if you were in a relationship with a guy or with a girl, but whenever they're talking to others, their friends, colleagues, whatever it is, they tend to bring up your name. And when they do bring up your name, it's not in the most positive matter. So what are your thoughts? Calgon, take it away. I always wanted to say that. Calgon. Okay. Calgon, take it away. Go ahead, Rose.
Oh, yeah. You just made me feel queasy. So,
Go ahead.
It's a couple of thoughts that come to my mind when that question is asked. Because you ever hear people say, especially like say if something happened between me and you, like we had a disagreement, we had a fallout or something, and then you go and tell somebody, because Roovie always got my name in her mouth. She need to keep her name out my mouth, my name out of her mouth.
Correct.
And to me, it's a bit funny when people say that. You know why?
Why is it funny?
When I'm talking,
especially if you're ill talking about that person.
I get it, but
okay.
I'm speaking on my experience. You get what I'm saying? So when does it not become your story to tell? Don't make me start staring at that dude. Don't make me start. That's Mr. Nice Physique. That's what we're gonna call him, Mr. Nice Physique. But Kim, you see, I told you I already had a low blood sugar moment. When is it not okay for me to talk about my experience? You get what I'm saying? So from that question leading into talking about exes, and I get it. You're saying, is it more so that you're saying you shouldn't talk about them if you don't have anything nice to say? Because at the end of the day, past, it's your past. But in the present moment, if you ask me, what was the best thing about your relationship with, your ex? Clearly, I have a child. If you were to ask me, what was the best aspect of your relationship with Roman's dad? Or what was the worst aspect? Is that not my experience to speak on?
You can. However, in Kanye's situation, whenever they're asking these dudes, I effed her, I sexed her, she was this, she was that. Now, the difference. 50 Cent was asked about Megan Good. So, did you really have sex with Megan Good, 50 Cent? And what was his response? He was like, nah, I'm not finna go there. I have respect for her.
Keyword. Ding, 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 ding.
Can you Calgon, take it away.
I'm gonna need you to stop.
So he was like, he has respect for her. This
You know
is
what's
50 Cent and
funny?
Megan Good now.
And I'm speaking out of a place of complete honesty. So in my past years, when I was younger, more immature minded, I will admit it, I was somewhat of a witch in nature. Like, I used to be mean purposely to past boyfriends, but it was kind of like a, you know, Dr.
Mean
Jekyll,
in what
Dr.
sense? You go around talking about them?
No, I'm saying like in a relationship, like it may not have been a great experience for everybody, but at the same, like for the person, but at the same time, it was kind of like sometimes I do mean stuff, sometimes I do sweet stuff.
Why
but
were
at
you
the
doing
end,
that?
I'm just look. This is not a therapy
but
session.
you're not like that no more, right?
I'm not. I'm just telling you.
All right.
I know.
I just
that
want to make it clear for Mr. Right.
I know. For sure, like in some past relationships, and they did me wrong too now, so it's not like it wasn't on both sides.
Two wrongs don't make
It
right.
But I'm saying because I had the option to exit and
You
vice
sure
versa.
do. But sometimes it's hard.
I mean, it
Let's
is,
be
yeah,
real.
but still, it is a choice, right?
It's a choice, but
so
it's not easy.
I
That's
had
another
experiences with people where I know that if they really, really wanted to, they could just dog me out on some of the things I did, and vice versa. But to me, a lot of times when you come out of a relationship, and when you become more mature minded, you realize you have to reflect back and say, okay, this happened, what can I learn from it, what was I responsible for? And it's really more so of a sense of accountability, because when you take accountability, you look at that person in a different light. So then when somebody asks you, you're very conscientious not to bash that person.
Yes.
So in that moment, even if 50 Cent is an a-hole, which most of the time I think he's a cocky a-hole.
He is.
He is funny.
Yes.
He's very funny. It's comical when you're not the one being attacked, of course.
Correct.
But at that moment, he just displayed the fact that he respects her, because clearly she was good to him. Clearly he learned something from that. Clearly he learns, you know what I'm saying? He gained something from that relationship or whatever friendship. Like, there's something that transpired in that relationship or friendship that he knows that I wouldn't do that to her, because he had to either have gained something personally, like from just being in a relationship, from himself or from her.
Even though, out of respect for her marriage and her husband,
You're
I don't
right,
think.
but why does he have
though
respect?
it was a good,
okay, but why does
whether
he
it
have
was a bad
respect for
experience
her?
or not,
He has that respect for her, but he doesn't have that respect for Vivica. They're both women, right or wrong. Right or wrong.
This is gonna.
Okay.
It brings on the next topic now.
Okay.
Okay, so that was that with Kanye. But my thing with Kanye is your wife.
Hold up. So is this something that's only for people who are married? Because that's the only difference I can gather from Vivica and
regardless
Megan.
if you're in a relationship, a serious, it don't matter if you're in a relationship, period. You should not be ill speaking about nobody, period. However, when you're in a relationship,
if you know that they are in a relationship, or if you're in a relationship, you get now.
if they're in,
those people who were in that interview talking about Kim Kardashian, you're speaking if they're in a relationship, or because they are very aware that Kim is in a relationship.
One is in a relationship, and they're all aware that Kim is in a relationship with Kanye. And if you guys are supposed to be, because according to from what I was reading on the comments on Instagram, Kiki is supposed to be Kim Kardashian.
People gonna insinuate a whole lot.
Kiki, do you love me?
Because it seems fitting. I mean, I don't know.
You know,
really
I don't know.
care.
So my thing is, I don't think it's appropriate. Don't be ill, even though Kim Kardashian don't make it easier for the folks as well. I mean, when you're posting naked photos of yourself, when you're, you know, on these cover of the magazines, she does. So she do the extra mode.
There's a saying: to get respect,
you gotta earn. Correct.
You gotta earn it.
Yeah.
So for some people, that's exactly how they would view it. Well, it's not like she respects herself that much in the street.
So even though she don't respect, but don't she still, you know, out of respect for Kanye, or regardless, should you still ill speak about this lady, knowing that she's in a marriage, she has a husband,
me personally,
and clearly he was hurt.
Me personally, he always hurt. let's put that out there. He always hurt.
He
over
is.
A whole lot of
We're gonna
things.
continue praying for Kanye.
Like, when you take in consideration the idea, like, okay, say I know I work with you, so even if I fell out, I would be very conscious of what I say, because I still have to come to this building, work with you.
Yeah.
There are people that we both have to work with. So you would think that these artists would would think in that mindset. They're in
agree.
a business. The business, while it may seem as very large, it's still small because certain things only take off the ground if you know certain people. So why would you close certain doors for yourself?
And y'all still gotta work together.
Exactly.
I agree.
That's what I'm saying.
I agree.
And you never know in the future, like, he could have really blessed somebody else's project, but now because you're talking about his wife, he's blacklisted you forever. And those are the things I feel like people should really not feel. I believe people really should take like deep thought consideration, because that is really important. As a person, if you were on the flip side, that's the thing that people don't think about. If I was on the flip side, would I want that happening to me?
No, you wouldn't.
Correct.
You wouldn't.
And it also makes me think of also when, say, I get a boyfriend tomorrow. And should I be referencing my ex to my boyfriend, even if it's not in the sense of comparison? Like, where do you think it's appropriate to even speak about your ex in a relationship? Whether you're married or not.
Correct. Why are we bringing up our exes in our relationship? I mean, it depends. I'm not saying, oh no, you can't do it. Don't ever bring up your ex with your husband or your boyfriend or your fiance. But
do you feel that if I get with this dude and I know, you know, before
you should not be talking about him in every other sentence, every other conversation. Whenever we go out on date night, you're bringing up Tom. Why are you bringing up Tom?
Okay, how about if I didn't bring it up? What if the dude asked me, you know, in your last relationship, and some people make it general. In your last relationship.
I'm loud.
It's
I feel like I'm loud.
Some people generalize it. In your last relationship, did you experience this? And to me, that's okay. But when you start asking me, so what did you do with this dude? What did you do with that dude? And
that's not appropriate.
When you were with this dude, I definitely don't feel that appropriate, because to me that it screams out insecurities.
It screams out insecurities, and we know that in this case, in this specific case, them talking about Kim Kardashian, what happens? They get more views, they get more likes. If they had a record that was out, you get what I'm saying? Yeah. However, if you're in a relationship, it was a past relationship, and somebody asks you, I agree. How was it? How did you deal with that specific situation? In general, and you ain't got to go, well, Tom did this to me, and when we was in bed or when we went out. No, that's
a big no-no.
Correct.
Because intimacy to me is not something you try to duplicate from a past relationship. It's something you build.
You should not be bringing that ish up, period. No. Even with your friends, a lot of girls out here, they love to talk about what goes on in their BED, ROOM.
So I know your stance on that. Don't get me wrong. I do agree. You're not supposed to be discussing certain details.
Yeah.
Do I think that sometimes we can help open each other's minds? And this is to me in the sense of like two married women not talking about, oh, my man does this specifically, but just like, have you should try this. You know, if she's saying that, oh, it's so dry in their bedroom,
we can have conversations.
We can have conversation, but it's not going to be specifics and to let me know, like, girl, oh my gosh, she has me screaming to the top of my inappropriate.
Because now when the girl see your dude,
she's imagining, right? She could be imagining like,
there you go.
Yes, we will kill those thoughts immediately. We're not letting them come to life. We're not letting them sprout. We just gonna smash them. Yeah, that's not happening.
So I don't think you should be speaking about your ex unless, you know, you're in a women empowerment event, abuse women, you was in a past relationship, and you're being interviewed. Yes, it might.
And most times people generalize it. They don't really
don't have to
specifically point out or identify who it was with.
Correct. Yeah. So for me, no, it's off limits. Have respect. You know, whether you was with a Marilyn Monroe, or whether you was with a Scarlet Letter, or whether you was, I'm trying not to, you know, if you was with a Cardi B, or if you was with a Tia Mori, just leave it alone. Because they're too extreme. Like one, No,
I get it.
Yeah,
it starts that comparison game.
But then some people gonna be like, well, Kim Kardashian, she likes it. She likes the attention. Like, you know, she stayed doing this, she stayed doing that. For example, Cardi B the other day posted a video of her husband, Fingering, her in the car. Was that appropriate?
Kim,
did you get Fingering? Okay. Yeah. You know how I feel when it comes to
yes.
So like, I'm like, so now when people starts to drag, once people start to drag them,
so you're telling me that video didn't get removed? Because
it was on her Snap. Y'all could correct me if I'm wrong. I think it was on her Snapchat, and you know, it went viral, and she was, yeah. And I'm like, wow, as a married woman, like, even as the guy, why would you want your mate to put that out there?
That's disgusting.
That should be something intimate between y'all two. But we're living in a day and age now, like I was telling Roovie, we live for
likes.
We live for likes, comments, subscribe to my page, popular followers, validation from others, from people that don't even know you.
Yeah.
And now I'm posting videos of me and Zizi doing, you know.
I just threw up in my mouth. Sorry.
Well, I'm
just saying.
What you trying to say?
I love you and all, but those.
Hey, girl, I got it in me, baby.
Yes, and you will keep it behind closed doors. Whether it's the car doors, the room doors, the garage doors, it could be whatever doors. It's just
Girl, you heard about the cabinet? Let me stop. You stop. But we're living in that day and age where everything is out. We gotta show everything. You know, like when she had that video up, of course, she was getting heart. She was getting comments.
So
it is distasteful. Now, if I go talk about her, what are your thoughts? Like, she deserved to be. Let me stop. Let me stop.
All of them always have a what do you call those? Their followings. Like Beyonce got the Beehive.
Rihanna got the Navy.
And a Barty gang.
They gonna come for you.
They will come.
But it's not right.
You scared?
But my thing is, when somebody's doing something wrong and you correct it or you address it, people want to gang up on you.
Because you're not open-minded, Kim.
What do you mean open-minded?
You have to be open-minded.
It's not about. I don't want to be open-minded, but that's not open-minded though.
Okay, that's not cool. Just know that.
I know,
okay,
but
complete sarcasm. But yes.
So that's okay for her to do that. Mind you, she got 13-year-olds, 10-year-olds following her at the same time. That's okay for my little 13-year-old to be seeing stuff like that. But then somebody in the comments gonna come at me like, well, you should have control, security over your 13-year-old Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, all that. Oof.
This is my view on all that stuff. It's always good entertainment. It's always okay.
But there's a limit, Roovie.
No, it's always good entertainment to some people until it starts to personally affect their lives. You get what I'm saying?
Correct.
So it's okay because my kids don't see that. My kids would never watch something.
You don't know that they go to school.
And that's what I'm saying.
And
that's when
it's
okay.
Friends.
Like it's okay. Like, and these are the same people could watch it, could like it, and say like, "Oh, she a trip," because it's like it's in a sense we're almost like glorifying that stuff like it's okay until it personally affects you.
It hits home.
Exactly.
Like even with the R. Kelly video. Did you ever see the R. Kelly video?
You know, I be missing a whole lot of things. What R. Kelly video?
Back in the days.
Oh, like what? Bump and Grind? Like
no.
He did music videos?
The R. Kelly, the sex scandal with the 13.
No, what you was doing? You be watching?
Oh, you never saw it?
No, I never saw it.
You're lying.
I promise you. Just like I never saw the Ray J and Kim video thing.
I mean, I never saw it too, but
don't try to play like
You never seen the R. Kelly one?
No, I never seen it.
Oh, okay. Just asking. You never saw it?
Boo, if I said never, I said what I said.
I kind of, sort of, saw it at a friend's house, but
at a friend's house.
But that's what I'm trying to say. Even though your child don't have a phone or whatever,
they will gain access.
They will gain access. And that's why I'm like, social media, we really got to be careful with what we're putting out there. We got to be careful what we're saying, what we're putting out there. I mean, I think we got off topic, but in conclusion, go ahead. Calgon, take it away.
In conclusion.
I hate saying in conclusion.
Let's stay in the present moment and also the future. Stop talking about those exes.
Yeah.
If it's not relevant anymore,
leave it alone.
Leave it alone.
Well,
especially if you have nothing good to say. I agree. It should be in a manner where you're giving the person the utmost respect, where you basically keep it really short. Keep it short and simple. That was a good person. Because what I admire about that person is this. Like, find a quality. If you can't find something, just leave it alone.
And you know what, you guys? You just made me think about it. Sometimes when you stay talking about your ex, I think you still got feelings for that person. That's why I'm like, it's not right.
You know what it is?
Take it away.
There's times where I definitely agree with you, where if you keep talking about it, it starts making you have the thoughts of shoulda. What would have happened? The shoulda, woulda, coulda. Yeah. I wonder what would have happened. What could have happened if I did this.
We always
they did it. Yes, that's why you have to kill it and just keep it moving.
It's
Do
true.
not talk
It's
about
true.
your past, because then it will start playing tricks in your mind to make you think that, oh, maybe
It's just like with your career
around.
path. It's true.
And to be quite honest, I used to do that because it's people that I've entertained in past years that within that first year, when it ended, that's where it should have stayed. Dead.
Ooh. Hit that bull. Hit that
Oh,
bull.
okay.
Hit that
Hit
bull.
that bull. Shut up. All right, say bye to the people.
I ain't saying bye yet. We still got some time.
Oh my God. We do not have to speak for the entire duration of our lunch break.
I understand that. Hold on. So how y'all doing? So tell us y'all thoughts, you know? And
yes, Cian.
It's true. I think like with Sierra and Russell Wilson, when she first got with Russell, people used to say the songs that she was writing was about Future. She would like mention him, you know, here and there. It's like, Sierra, are you still in love with him? Like, I don't get it. Like, bruh, like when you keep talking about your ex, for me, I don't know.
It takes time to get over certain relationships. I mean, unless you were like a hopeless lover.
You making songs about him?
No, I agree. It takes
man.
time, but no, that's
how does your
fueling.
that
keeps
current
it alive.
mate?
That's what,
Correct.
yeah, you're right.
And how do you think your current mate may feel?
That's
so I'm telling you, this is my advice to you.
Mr.
This
Right,
is my marriage advice
don't
to you.
do it. I wish he would.
So this is my advice to you. When you get with Mr. Right, I don't want you talking about your exes.
Girl, what exes? This is me. Look, amnesia. What exes?
Ooh.
What exes?
Amnesia. Ow.
I don't remember anyone before you. They were that.
Well, we don't want to be cruel now.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, that's how I'm going to talk. I wouldn't tell other people that.
So now we can start walking. Let's get the phone.
Thanks for the permission. Could you just say bye, Kimberly?
No, let's show Mr. Right how you looking today.
No, I don't.
You ain't feeling yourself?
I don't feel jazzy.
Let's go,
I don't.
She got on the moo-moo, y'all. I don't wear moo-moos.
First of all.
What's this? I'm always leaving my stuff. She come see what Roovie got on, y'all.
This is a stylish moo-moo. If you're gonna put me out there, but don't talk about something.
Am I supposed to hold it like this?
Yeah.
So
you
Roovie,
have to hold it across.
this way?
It won't switch it, the view, whatever. Just
this way?
Kim.
So hold on, let's show Mr. Right what moo-moo you miss. Oh, I don't wear moo-moos. Honey, moo-moo is like.
This is not a moo-moo, Kim.
So show the people.
This is not a moo-moo though.
Look at that. She got on a pleated
This is a loose
blue dress.
a
A loose pleated moo-moo on. Do I leave it like this? Can y'all see?
Mel.
Oh, don't do that, Roovie. I'm a Christian. Don't do that. Don't be cussing.
Watching R. Kelly videos.
I did not watch. Oh, hello, Timu. Girl, I went to the people house, Lord Jesus.
Say bye,
But
Kim.
I know I can't even see myself. So tell the people bye. So in conclusion, you said the conclusion.
Yeah,
We're not gonna be talking about exes out here. We're gonna keep it.
Make sure I don't lose my chin.
We gonna move it. It's dark.
Yes, just
put it this way. We gonna move forward.
And I'm cutting you off.